Okay, I gotta know. Was it just a, like I was, stuttering a bit, or was it an actual lag? Because that's a difference. Because if it was an internet lag, like, and stuff like that, I don't know. Hold on, I'm hearing myself twice over here, too. I've had some help with, the internet payments, so it shouldn't... So we've upgraded the internet. We should be good. Should be. See, there's Happy Wolf. Happy Wolf, how you doing? SO at Happy Wolf. I mean, we have a...
Shout out!
A customized one for Happy.
I wonder if they are happy. You should follow them and find out how happy they are. Just don't expect any pants.
So, Happy, here's a question for you. What customized things should I do for Meu? Hmm? Haste. Haste? Haste. Why does that say haste? Huh. But yeah. Custom what now? Horns, shadowy purple arm. Shadowy purple arm. Possum tail? I meant like, phrases. You know how Foxo says something specific for you? I needed to say something specific for Ameu. We'll have to think about that. We've got time. We've got time. Plenty of time. Alright, so that's nice and condensed here. We can probably bring this over to the other section here. What? No. Stop doing that. There we go. Bring this down here. Bring this down here. And then I want to... What? Nope. I want to grab you. Bring you down here, too. Index switch. And then... Bring you up. No, let's bring you in. There we go. And then we have index switch here. Yes, maybe so. Alright, there we go. So I want to bring this all in, Shift P. This all needs to come into the simulation nodes. Because this is a simple particle node for the simple ones, but I want a nice, clean option to bring on into the simulation nodes. So let's go ahead, copy this guy. Copy it. We need to copy it. And we're going to bring this all into the simulation nodes if we can. Where's the simulation nodes? Okay. So here's where all of the simulation stuff comes on in. And I feel like this can be toned down a bit. So we're going to paste in... Hello? Okay, there it is. We're going to bring this guy on in. We're going to figure out what we need to do with you. Okie dokie. So, we have internal collection and smoke. And what we need to do is instance switching. What's instance switching? Instance switching? Oh, okay. So instance switching, meaning that it will pick depending on the numbered particle. Ah, yes, that's right. That was one of the reasons why I wasn't able to actually bring it in fully to the system because I needed one of each particle. That's correct. Small smoke particle. If I dive into here, these do have the, all the particles on them. And then they can be separated, or should be able to be separated. We'll see about that. Hopefully they will be able to. Just processing someone to get thrown out first thing in the morning. I just processed someone to get thrown out first thing in the morning. What? Do you work in, housing development? I don't know. Is it just me, or is the live stream stuttering? And I also checked the other live stream and don't have any problems with the images. Yeah, it was something overloaded it. Okay. Is it still stuttering, though? That's the thing I need to know. Because I don't know. Currently not stuttering. Okay, was it stuttering a couple minutes ago? Okay, it's not stuttering there. Okay, and the stutter happens there. Okay. That would cause it to stutter. Yes, that's normal. It's been stable for now. Okay. Yeah, I am testing out some other things to see if I can use my enhanced internet to its fullest. So it should be able to be at 1020. Instead of 720, it should be able to be at 1020. Okay. Don't know. Wonder if the Ream spam did it. I don't think so. No. I wouldn't think that the redeem spam did it because they do a type of thing where it stops the continuation of a command. So if somebody puts in like every single command at once, like Toa does every single time they come in, it will do them sequentially. So it doesn't overload my computer. So once it goes command, it'll do them once each one is done. That's why I'm liking Mixitup. So I can halt things until the system goes through them all. The reason I ask is I had been in it myself. And the reason I'm asking is because I'm adjusting my internet. So I don't know. Alright, so instance switching. That's a different thingy. Let's take a look at all of these guys coming on in. So this is the slap. This is the spawn location. Gotta make sure you guys hear that okay. I'm not sure if it's too loud or too quiet. If it's too quiet, that's gonna be another problem. Let's see here. Why is this here? Oh, this gives a... That's right, that gives a smoke color. I'm not sure if I even want that anymore. Yeah. because I can change that to another type of color. Alright, the color for these guys needs to come in, recolor. Alright. So, this needs to come in with a recolor on it. Let's go into here. Internal, here we go. We need to add in a new input that is a color. And this is going to be called recolor, recolor particle. Particle. Alright. So, give you a stretch out here, and we're gonna just do a reroute up to here. So that way I can get this organized. Working on top of a node system that I worked on a long time ago is kind of difficult. Like, part of me is just like, just remake the whole thing. Like, no. That's ridiculous. But that itch is there. That itch is definitely there. Especially since some of these have broken completely. And now I don't know how these are supposed to be working anymore. But thankfully they do work. Go to here, save. Make sure we're not stuttering again. And hear it loud and clear. Good. I'm gonna go stop punching. Alright, take care, Toa. Okay, so this color needs to go there. So that's going to adjust the switch thing. So I'm glad that colors coming in through Blender are not only just
Hey,
the
chat.
color, but numbers as well.
Did you know in the channel points tab, you can make any emote super huge? You should make that tail swish emote a meta swish.
Yes, Mega Swish. Alright, that will set the geometry. Oh crap. Okay. So, let's see here. What else was that thing doing down here? Alright, so those are the only outputs. That's just going up there, and that's just picking an instance. Pick instance. Alright, yeah. Index switch. Trigger. What does this node do? Oh, there. Oh, okay. Those pick whether or not it is a single or not. Okay, that's cool. That's good. I think. Yeah. If it's a single or not, it'll pick that. Good. All right, group. And we want to go back to here. So, single collection and multi-collection. I'm thinking... Let's grab some of this stuff here, too. So the object that comes on in, the single object, that goes there. The collection info, that one goes here. Okay. And then the menu select is a new one. So we're going to add in input menu. Particle particle type. Particle type. Okay. We want to take you and plug you right into that guy. And you need to become a menu. Menu. Okay, particle type. There we go. That plugs into all of these guys. Alright. Now I want to take this guy and plug the color on the outside. What is the output of this? So this is kind of important. Probably will help me. Particle recolor. Copy. I'm thinking that if I were to take this guy, particle recolor, if I bring on in particle recolor, and I were to take the output of this guy, default attribute, particle recolor, radio, and then down to here, output, particle recolor. That might do it. Okay. So now everything should be set for me to switch over between what is and what isn't going on in. Okay, well here's a possible problem. This is needing to pick between... Oh, does it only have... No, it has another one. Named attribute, okay. Camera rotate active. Oh, named attribute. Okay. So, what is this actually doing? This needs to bring in a value from the age in order to do something here. Max value. Okay. Particle lifetime. Alright, so that brings in the particle lifetime, the max. And then it also brings in a min. Of collection frame count. Okay. So this tells me when all the particles need to change. That's what this is doing. And this named attribute comes on in from here to tell me instance switching on and off. Instance switching. So that gives... index instance. Okay, so whenever it goes in between one item and... or items that I don't want to randomize in a sequence and just randomized items. Okay, so that's what that's doing. So, indexed... instance switching. On-off. Okay. Instance switching. I might want to rename that, though. So that's kind of confusing to me. Sequenced. Sequenced switching. Sequenced switching. Because it'll go through one to the next. Okay, sequence switching on and off. Alright. And pick instance. Yes. Wow. Don't do that. Okay. Save. Okay, we want to bring that in. And we want to see how that's going to work. Right? And then this one has what plugged into it? Okay, pick instance on and off and that sequence. Okay, instanced index. That one's not even played around with, so that doesn't even matter to me. All right. So we just plug this in. Yes. You only plug into that, is that right? Yeah, you only plug into pick instance. And you only plug into instances. Alrighty. So if we give this a shot, particle type, and we go to smoke. Small smoke. And we pick a color of like a light gray. Or actually, let's just make sure that it works properly. We're going to go to a pink color. And that set up properly. If we were to take this, plug it into the instances.
That is not looking too hot right now.
Okay.
You need something that looks prettier. Outfit change!
And this goes into pick instance. Okay. Maybe... Okay. That's not quite working. Outfit change, what are we doing? Peach Blossom Puka, because I changed the eyebrows. Oh yeah. That's right, I need to download that, don't I? Peach Blossom. Wait, did you... Wait, I only have one download. Is that the right one? We'll assume that it's right. We'll just assume that it's changed up. Download Peach Blossom. Is it in here? I don't see it. We drag into... Go there. There it goes. Open. Cool. Minimize. Minimize. There we go. Effort. There we go. Yeah. I'm always sorry. I get like, oh, it's a flower skirt.
Becca 11.
Kind of.
Just for soup. They all... Gee, so pretty.
OMG, so pretty! Oh my god! It's so flowery.
Hello, Becca. How you doing? 52 months of continuous support. It's a hell of a lot of support, yo. Hell of a lot. Mass hug at Becca. There we go. How you doing, Becca? We're just trying to figure out whether or not we're doing anything correctly around here. I'm not sure if I am. Okay. So, we have the menu up and we have the instance switching on. It's told to pick an instance, but I don't think so.
Hey chat. What are you all working on? It is common for people to be working on art or chores while having the stream on, so let me know what you are doing.
You're working on anything cool? You getting some stuff done? Being proactive? Okay, so it's not... It's not the instancing that's the problem here. Okay, so this smoke one here needs to be put over to here. Where's the smoke one? The smoke one's here. Okay, so that one there. Can that one still work like that? No, maybe not. I don't know. No, it still cannot work like that. Because for some reason it's not doing it correctly. Alright, what if I plugged you directly into the instances? And then you are still not doing that correctly. Sequence switching on and off. Oh! No. No. No, that's not correct. We want sequence switching on. That's correct. Somehow the sequence switching is not working correctly. Yeah, look at that. The sequence switching is not working. Nope, that's not going to work. It needs to pick an instance. So that's correct. For some reason, it's not picking any instance now. Why not? Single instance collection, smoke, no. No, okay. And then random death, no. Particle lifetime. What if we bring this guy down a lot? Oh. Oh, is that the problem? Oh, that's the problem. Okay. Alright, now let's try and reset this. To there, and then to there. Okay, now it does sequenced smoke. Alright, yeah. But now what happens if we take this smoke? Can it do sequenced? Oh, snap. I think it can. Ah, look at that. Alright. Okay, so now what happens when we do large smoke? Okay, large cherry leaves? No, not cherry leaves. We don't want cherry leaves. Pale oak. Potion? Potion. If we do potion, and then we do a restart from the beginning, they should flip. Yeah, flip. 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 There we go. Okay, so yeah, now it does sequenced stuff for all of them. I think the smoke one is in the proper order. Small smoke. Yeah. Small smoke is in the proper order. That one does that correctly. Good. That one's all working correctly. So, we can get rid of that guy. This one's working fine, I think. Sequence switching on and off. Yeah, that's fine. Then we can just go in between those two. Single to collection. That one doesn't matter at all. Matter anymore. Because that one is doing all between those. Yeah, that one's not doing anything. Nice try on that. I do appreciate it, though. cutting off there. That one doesn't do anything either. You are getting cut off too. You are smoke thingy. There we go. And then join the mesh with the particles there. Okay, and then this has no use at all either. Alrighty, so all of this should be nicely disconnected. Yes, maybe, possible.
Unknown 5372 is rolling a d20. They are going to tie Puka to a chair and dump another water bucket on him. You are being very obvious about this action. Hope this is worth it. We're going to have to do some magic to even get near a success roll of 17, and you might just live.
No,
The fates are not smiling upon you.
No! To get 16. So, tie Puka to a chair and dump another bucket of water on him. So, you got the first bucket. That was fine. And then, in the middle of the ballroom, you attempted to do so, but gave yourself frost damage by dropping the bucket on top of yourself in front of the entire ballroom. But you got mad. You were done being sneaky. So you were going to be really obvious about this. You picked the bucket again, gathered all the ice and water that was pooled around you, and you screamed at the top of your lungs going, ah. Which wasn't very stealthy. Thankfully, like, everybody in the ballroom gave a clear path for you to me. But it wasn't that bad of a failure. I just stepped out of the way. And you missed. So everybody's looking at you tried to toss this bucket of ice at me. And you missed. Hopefully you didn't hit anybody else in the ballroom, though. Hey, Junie, how's it going? Who dumped a bucket of paint on you? It's water, thankfully. Oh, the peach. Right, yeah, the peach. Yeah, that was Vera. We're gonna blame Vera on that. Blame Vera for the peach outfit.
Hey chat. The work that Puka does in Blender usually has some form of shared geometry nodes. Very fun. You could send him some nodes you have created too on Blue Sky.
Your node work as well. It's the fun part of Blender, is messing around with all of these little puzzle pieces and trying to put them back together. Or back together? I mean together at all. So that's the system. The old system is now on. We don't need that anymore.
Hey
What
chat.
No.
How can a man driving a train got by lightning? He was a conductor.
Ah, that's a joke for Ben. I didn't. Clipping that. I'm glad there's a nice little clip button on my dashboard there.
Puka, better drink some water. Got to
Yeah.
keep you hydrated or dehydrated.
Hydrated. Oh. But yes, it is a peach blossom. Let me see if I can find inspiration for it. Inspiration image. I want to be able to have you guys be able to put links into chat that I can see on this side. So I'd be like, hey, can you give me, can you send me that image? But yeah, actually that might be dangerous. Not for the stream, but for me. Because that would send the image directly to my computer. Maybe not the greatest idea. There. Nope. Oh, there it is. There it is. Found it. Open link. Yes, visit site. What? Ah, here we go. This is the inspiration of it. Someone drew this on Twitter. Notice that Vera was kind enough to give me something of pants here. Original character thingy doesn't actually have a flower pants. I do have flower pants, kind of. I'm not sure. Skirt? I'm not sure if you could even call them a skirt. I mean, look at that. Like, it is clearly very sparse. Audio is cutting in and out. Okay, so there is a problem with that. Alright. We are gonna try something else then. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt the stream too much. But yeah, for some reason, the stream is cutting in and out. We are going to fix something here. We want to do something here. The other, this one. We are gonna switch on over, controls. You may notice a little lapse in here. We'll see how